Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mutahar, and 2020 has been an absolutely abysmal year for a lot of people. I mean, we've definitely had escalations of bad, 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 bad. Oh, look, here's some more bad. But what if I told you there's some shining light at the end of 2020 and something that makes me just that much more happier? Now, a while ago, I made a video where I talked about Drift City. And I talked about how the Japanese private server community kind of ruined a childhood MMO of mine. It ran at like 300 ping for me, so I couldn't really play it all that much. And it was filled out with like swastikas and everything too. So, if you were ever to like play the game on like YouTube or Twitch or something, and like, you had that decal flipped on, people would get some bad ideas of you. Obviously, it wasn't that bad, but I mean, it was very cumbersome for me to get onto. I think I also, like, if I'm not forgetting, I think I had to make like a fake username and like get fake credentials to even get on there. It was like one of those Korean, like, Chinese MMOs where they need like your actual like ID to get on. So you have to actually be fraudulent to play those games anyways. And I don't even know if that server is even active. But what I do know is there's a site called Drift City Remastered. Actually, I'll leave the link in the description below. Some boys have brought back my favorite little game in private server format. Now, if you don't know, back in the day, I used to go on this website called IJJI, where I used to play awesome games like Guns the Duel. And you know what? Yes, before you actually, complete the sentence, yes, I am an old person, okay? Yes, I know that. I get it, okay? Stop reminding me. But now that we've covered that, I used to play a lot of Combat Arms, and then I used to play some Conquer Online. I was playing a lot of free MMOs back in the day because affording a lot of the $60 games, as a young person, as a child, just isn't the easiest. So anyways, Drift City was the game. And I used to play it a lot to the point where I got to like level 35, 40, and I was part of a whole clan. Like, we were doing huff chases and everything. And then one day it just shut down, and my childhood hopes and dreams and my life had spiraled down ever since that day. But now we're back, ladies and gentlemen, because Drift City has returned. Now over here on the screen, you're actually seeing me sign on into my level 6 character. So I've just sort of started out. Now, the sign up process to this game is a little weird. You have to go to their website, you have to sign up, you have to, like, connect your Discord. I'm pretty sure I'd risk malware for this game, but then again, just be a little wary going through it. But once I made my account, dude, all the memories came back. Now, the graphic style to this game is, like, timeless. Like, it really just has this animated style that the only other game I can remember is, like, Automodelista on PS2. If you've never played that game, it's, like, the ultimate JDM racing game if you want it on the PS2 with, like, a timeless art style. But this game is pretty much in that category. Now, there's a lot you can do in the game, okay? There's missions. It has a storyline. No, it doesn't. It also has delivery missions, but I'm pretty sure all the leaderboards are hacked because MMOs, right? And then it's got a battle zone, but everyone just kicks me out of their rooms because I guess I'm not high enough level, so there is some gatekeeping nonsense over there. There's also a way for you to buy gas. Yeah, you even have to buy gas. Look, back in the day, I used to blow my mind away, okay? I used to fill up my tank every time I was less than 20%, okay? I used to be really anal about it. And then there's also the driver dome. And ladies and gentlemen, can I just say, I felt like the happiest boy when I was driving around and I got to see the fellow racers, the boys. We're talking the crews. We're talking the cars. And let's just talk about the cars. The cars are all copyright. There's a whole video I can make just on the amount of copyright violations that exist. Now, there's multiple tiers or Vs for you to cross into. V1, V2, V3, V4, V9, and it's a pretty interesting category. You start off small, okay, like I'm driving my little Nissan 240 around, but then if you go all the way up to V9, which is like level 61, so you're not going to get there anytime soon, but if you grind hard and long enough, you can eventually get yourself not a Lamborghini, what is it, like a Morini or something of that sort? Yeah, the copyright breaking imaginable. Any car that you want that you've seen in Need for Speed, you can get that shit in Drift City. Now, there's also an auction shop. If you're into playing the market in an MMO, because that's usually me on World of Warcraft, and I'm probably going to play around over here. But then there's also huff chases. Now, I don't know if you know about this, but this game gives you, like, police chases every 10 seconds. And for the most part, they're pretty fun doing them with your boys. But ladies and gents, the best part about this private server is the amount of rush time they give. If you don't know what rush time is, sit back, relax, and I'm going to guide you through a story. At the center of the map, there's this giant, like, police location that everyone hovers around. We're talking all them good boys hover around this area. We're talking in their fancy Audis, their Lamborghini. Oh shit, that's not what's in the game. Okay, copyright cleared vehicles. And then we all just huddle up. We get ready, and we got to take out a big bulldozer. Now, I just want to know the absurdity of this game. There's a massive, giant bulldozer that's running around the city. Okay, that's just one of the rush hours, okay? There's like a bunch of other absurd ones. And while you think that the military would have been called in and like they'd sniper team the shit out of this dude, you know, this guy just drives the killdozer around and he's got like 20 cars chasing him. When it gets truly meme-tacular and fucking downright hilarious is when you've got like 20 cars in a 4-lane road and they're all just going at it. Now, this guy has the power to like fucking psychokinetically throw us into the air and then throw us back down. So it's just like a long-form race of us going at it. Now, this went on for like 10 minutes and we got his health down to 30% until the game like just straight up like our time limit went out and it was kind of all for a waste. Like I got a bunch of parts out of it, which is cool and all, but it was kind of depressing us not winning. But the community, man, the community is there. You got players. I mean, the chat's literally filled to the brim with people just fucking selling shit over and over again. And if that isn't the mark of a great MMO, then I really don't know what is, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, Drift City Remastered is the one shining light in 2020 for me, at least. And I couldn't be happier. And I'm not saying this sarcastically. Like, I know that I have a sarcastic tone in life, but ladies and gentlemen, this game is like the most casual MMO you can get into. And as somebody that has no time, okay, like, I want to play shit like WoW. I want to play shit like FF. I want to play a lot of these big-time MMOs. But I have obligations and responsibilities, and I can't slave away for hours playing a game that requires me to really sit down and grind. And I'm not saying this game is exempt from a grind either. Like, they have an actual microtransaction currency, but you just can't buy it. So you actually have to grind, like, 700,000 of like the in-game currency to buy the $1,000 microtransaction in the game. So yeah, it does it definitely does have a grind, but compared to a lot of other MMOs, like, it's just so much more easier going. Like, this is a game literally made for the players, by the players, and always for the players. And if that's not enough for me to sell it to you on and remind you of, at least to let you come into my web of nostalgia was enough for me to hit you with, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're interested in Drift City Remastered, Go join our community. Just come on, okay? Give it a fucking try, all right? It's like, what, 500 megabytes? Yo, this game could run on your grandma's fucking pacemaker at this point. Give it a goddamn try. I don't recommend running it on her pacemaker, though. That might lead to some fucking unintended effects. I'm just putting it out there. But you get the point. You have a TI-84 calculator? It might be able to run on there at some point. Who knows? You got Intel HD graphics? Bro, you could probably ray trace this game. Anyway, so that being said, this is me, Mutahar, and if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am out.